Welcome to Sweet Tea Hospitality. My name is Karen Conrad, and remember, we're right in the midst of a renovation project on the Costal Cottage. We have a big day today. We are transforming the family room, which has orange ceiling beams, paneling, and more. You don't want to miss this. We're back in my workshop in Southlake, Texas, and we had some serious problems to think through with this family room. And the first one that you couldn't miss when you walked into the property is there were ceiling fans attached to the ceiling beams that came down, and literally, like, you would almost walk into them. Even for me, I'm 5'6", and at that point, anybody coming in there over 6 feet tall would definitely hit their head on those ceiling fans. And then the beams was a big question. I really didn't know what to do at first with those beams, and that was one of those things. I had to come back to the workshop and get my magazines out and start, Googling for pictures and images of different ceilings and beams, because do we keep them a wood color? Can I paint them the alabaster color? And I found an inspiration piece in the magazine that really helped me with that decision. And I did paint them alabaster and pulled those ceiling fans out, added those can lights, those recess lights, a light on the fireplace, and it completely changed the look of the room. Now, instead of walking in and feeling like the ceiling was, coming down on my head, now when I walk in the family room, it just felt like it was open. It's really amazing. Nothing structurally happened in that room, but the use of paint and just thinking through some of the obstacles that you see in the house and how to overcome it can really bring some nice solutions. So I'd encourage you, if you're considering updating a room, maybe you've got wood beams, or you're thinking of adding, you like the look of wood beams, but you've got 8-foot ceilings, putting beams and painting them the same color as the ceiling or as your trim is beautiful, and something that I think you could consider almost in any room, whether you have vaulted ceilings or not. The paneling was painted a yellowish color, and that was a big decision, because do we pull the paneling out, which we considered, and sheetrock it, or just replace it with a different type of shiplap? Or could we work with this paneling and paint it the alabaster color? That's what I decided to do. As I was working on my color scheme and just pulling all the colors together, remember we go through and I would pull different colors out, see how they work together. I realized that if I did most of that paneling, or all of the paneling, which was most of the walls in that room, the painted alabaster, it would really give me that coastal look and go really well with the fireplace where we did the schmear instead of painting. And with the wood floor, the Memphis oak light floor, it just pulled it all together beautifully. The family room had old, filthy carpet, and when we started to pull that carpet up, what we found was there is about 3 layers below that of old flooring. Now, I didn't plan to have to deal with old flooring. I wasn't sure if we needed to pull it up. I had hoped that we could just move, or put the Memphis oak light floors, like put it right over the top. But what happened is we realized that some of the vinyl flooring was slippery. So when we would put the laminate on top, because it floated, it would actually slide and the floor would move. This isn't something that I would have considered. I was so grateful that Melchor, our general, could help us think through that. So we had to have the guys pull that vinyl flooring off, and with that we were able to even out the flooring from all the different rooms with the cushion or the layer that goes underneath the laminate flooring, and put the laminate all the way through in the kitchen, the dinette, the formal living, the formal dining, and the family room. So at the end of the day, the family room being the focal point with the big fireplace really turned out to be the room that we felt we would relax in, watch TV, kind of that hangout place with a fireplace, with the patio door going outside to the patio. But it turned out to be the room that really set the tone for the design of the Costal Cottage. Sweet Tea Hospitality, we have a tagline that says inspiration for your heart and home. There is such a connection between our hearts and our home. And that in itself just tells us there's a connection with God in our homes. So how does Scripture relate to, you might say, a family room? Well, when you think about it, at the end of the day, it's where we relax together as a family. And Matthew 11:29, this is from the Amplified, says this, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am gentle, meek, and humble, lowly in heart, and you will find rest," which it describes as relief and ease and refreshment and recreation and blessed quiet for your souls. Doesn't that sound like exactly how we want our family room to be at the end of the day? Whether we're sitting by a fire, whether we're playing a game, watching a great movie, or just visiting together, it provides rest for our souls. This verse is an inspiration for creating space in our home that reflects just what Jesus describes, a place to find rest, refreshment, and blessed quiet for our souls.